Alright, y'all. Marvel Legends Collection Part 3. Part 2? Well, I say that because this is my second time recording this Part 3. I failed badly. Ran out of ran out of memory on my phone. So here we go. Second time recording the Part 3. I'll try not to yap as much this time. Just a disclaimer, this display has a mirror in the back, so you will see my ugly self, unfortunately. Kind of wearing PJs and have bedhead and glasses and whatnot. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, you will have to see me at some point in the background. Maybe now. What's up, guys? Anyways, I'll try to stay out of it as much as possible. Just a little disclaimer, but yeah, here we go. Part 3, so... yeah, also part 1 and part 2 in the description below. Just saying, if you guys are finding this video first, go back and watch those two, please. It will be greatly appreciated. So let's see. In this display here, got the AIM Soldier slash MODOK and AIM Scientist Supreme right here. It's kind of the top of my display. Yep, pretty happy with the way that looks. Don't know what else I can add to that. I think it's just fine the way it is. Then as we get lower, these are some of the more important kind of setups in my collection. Unfortunately, at this point, it's when you're going to be seeing me. I'm going to try not to apologize so many times, but I'm just also going to try and stay out of it. Here are my Sinister Six plus Green Goblin, because I thought he was iconic enough to be in this display. This Kraven, still one of my favorite figures, man. Oldie but goodie from the Rhino wave. One of my first Marvel Legends figures. I don't think I'll need to replace this guy, man. He's a classic. There's the Renew Your Vows. You could see me, man. Renew Your Vow Spider-Man back there. So I do have a couple of versions of Spider-Man, as you saw in the part 2. And then getting ahead of myself, but there's another Renew Your Vows there. But here's the Doc Ock with bendy wire tentacles, custom bendy wire tentacles that I installed using the LED lights, the bendy lights or whatever. It's a popular mod. And it was one of the first mods I did, and I thought it came out pretty well. He's standing there, you know, all his weight is supported by those the bendy wires, so there's no like stand or anything. And then you can see the rest of these guys. That Sandman in the back, still one of my favorite Build-A-Figures ever made. Yep, this is my classic Sinister Six look right here. Then as we move lower, I have to record from this angle because I know, yeah, the glare is a bit much like that, so then plus I'll stay out of the frame as well. Yeah, classic Avengers, kind of. This Black Widow, or not Black Widow, I'm sorry, the Wasp. With the new one being announced towards the end of last year, I was wondering, what do you guys think, man? Are you guys going to replace this old Wasp or not? I'm still on the fence because, honestly, for me, it's all going to come down to the neck articulation. If it's going to be on a double ball joint, or the dumbbell joint or whatever that they have been using more and more frequently nowadays, it makes it extremely difficult for them to be able to look up, especially in the flight poses. So if that's the case, probably I'm going to keep her. If not, if the new one also has the neck hinge, then I'll probably end up replacing this one, but it did take quite a while to hang her up here. I have the suction cups with some thread. Yeah, this surprisingly is my only Ant-Man in my display. And I'm totally fine with that, to be honest. So, and I don't know, I just kind of added Hercules here because I didn't know where else to put him. Kind of just evened out that side of the display. Go Black Panther down there. And I still need a shield without holes in it. I guess I could use like the Ultimate Cat one. And getting ahead of myself again, but I don't know. I think it looks fine, to be honest. And this is the Ragnarok Thor. I ended up repainting his eyes, but I didn't add the little black lines they usually have above the eyes. I don't know why this keeps unfocusing. But I don't know, he may have come out a bit too beady-eyed, but honestly doesn't bother me too much, so yeah, looks good enough for me. I keep him in there. And it's much cheaper than the 80th anniversary Thor. At least the time when I was looking for a Thor, so he fits in well there. And then this Black Widow is not the new super articulated Black Widow, as you can see. Sorry, the glare is pretty bad. Again, I apologize for that. But it does have her head on it, but this is a Shriek body with all the white paint removed, and then the vintage Black Widow, like the belt piece and the whatever. I'm blanking right now. I'm sorry, but things around her wrist, So yeah, it's Kit Bash and Doctor Strange just kind of hanging in the back there. I don't know if I should get a cloth cape for him or not, but I think for now it's fine. So yeah, there's my kind of classic Avengers. And let's drop down a level. Oh God, trying to stay out the frame here, but yeah, West Coast Avengers. Zoom out a bit. You can see War Machine. Yeah, West Coast Avengers. I'm really happy with this display. It's one of my most recent displays that I put together. A lot of new characters from that box set. Kind of. Actually, not really, to be honest. I still use a lot of the older figures, as you can probably notice here. This is the old Spider-Woman. This is the new Hawkeye that came out this year. I really love this figure, man. It's good. Obviously, the bows are problematic, but in this pose, it's fine with me. And this right here, I'm usually one to replace older figures with the new updates and stuff, but honestly, I wasn't the biggest fan of the new Mockingbird, so here's the old one. One of my first figures when I first started collecting, and I think she holds up well. I'm a keeper in here. But there's a new Tigra. I was waiting. I didn't want the hot Cheeto version, super dark orange. So I was happy that Hasbro released this version. And then put the Hank Pym in here as well. Yep, you can see for yourself the rest here. But yeah, like I mentioned, this is the old Silver Centurion. I don't know, I just prefer the silver paint of these two, and obviously the War Machine up here, of these two to like the retro ones I have down here in my Hall of Armor. For this display, yeah. And then I did have this War Machine on a Hasbro flight stand for the longest time. You can kind of still see it down there. I just left it there because the effects pieces plug in nice, and I just thought it was a good extra touch to the display. But I gave him the same treatment as the Wasp up here with the thread and the suction cups, so he's just kind of hanging there, and I think it looks really good, man. So yeah, I'm still waiting on a new black and red Wonder Man. I can't remember. I want to say it was the Abomination Wave, the original one came out in. That figure's really outdated. I don't know if it's the Bucky cap or what mold it was, but I'm waiting on a new one to add him right here. Right here, he'll be flying. Yeah. Hopefully this has little glare as possible, but those are my West Coast Avengers. And down here, I got one of my smallest displays. And please excuse me if you hear me breathing heavily. I'm literally like laying on the ground right now, man. I'm 6'2", and it's a bit difficult getting this low, but gotta get the right angles here, so here you go. Got the ultimate cap in the middle. This Falcon figure is not the retro one. It's the one from the... What wave was that? I can't remember. Did Joe Fix It, I want to say? Yeah, Joe Fix It. And I actually found him at Ross for like less than $10. So this is one of my best bargain deals I've ever found. And surprisingly, this guy right here, Kang, I found him for the same exact price. That's one of my favorite finds I've ever found. Quake, I had to get another one for the Maria Hill. This is an old Sharon Carter, old head sculpt. I gave her new hands so she can hold the more modern guns. This was at a time where the figures weren't really supposed to be able to pop out their hands and whatnot. So it was really difficult to do that, but it ended up working with a little bit of a putty in there. It stayed put. And yeah, speaking of the new releases that have been teased by Rectangular, apparently there's supposed to be a Shield 3-pack coming out with Nick Fury, Dum Dum Dugan, and a new Sharon Carter. So we'll see if I replace her or not, or just maybe add a new head to her, or what happens. But either way, you know, this display should be getting bolstered up a bit so it doesn't look so anorexic. But also I want to add some obviously female Shield soldiers, but also the male ones, man. I don't know why Hasbro never puts out more of those. It's literally like free money for them. I'm 100% sure people would buy that immediately and it would sell out immediately, but yep, I guess Hasbro will Hasbro, so. But yeah, I'm gonna get up off the ground now. My body hurts. But yeah, that's pretty much my display. Part 3. This part 3 got a bit longer, but oh yeah, I have Drax up here as well. Namor. Yondu. Still trying to put together a Fantastic Four display. I kind of have these guys sitting here for now. It's like my in the lab kind of figures where I'm still working on kit bashes, customs, whatever. Back here, these figures I want to keep, I'm pretty sure. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with them. Sorry the lighting's not very good in this corner of my room. It's actually horrible, but hopefully you can still see it. Yeah, there's the new Black Widow. Definitely not gonna get rid of her, but I just don't know where to put her as of right now, so she's just here for now. And then up here, these figures are, or it has been decided in my opinion that they are excess to requirements, and I want to move them on. So yeah, if you guys are interested in any of these figures up here, just drop a comment and let me know. Maybe we could figure something out, find these guys a new home. But yeah, just wanted to show that part real quick. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. Here you go. Before, hopefully I don't run out of time here again, but here's the retro lizard, one of my favorite figures in this collection. And he's just kind of hanging off the side of the building here. I put some of the putty, and I mean, he holds up decently. Anytime it gets hotter than 70 degrees in my room, 70, 75 degrees, it tends to melt and fall at the most random times. It was scaring the life out of me, but yeah, it can get a bit frustrating, but you know, I mean, I live in the Bay Area, so it never gets too hot in here anyways. But yeah, we don't have AC in our house, so that's why, like, and I live on the second floor, so at times it does get quite hot in my room. So oh, and yeah, this pose was inspired by Century Productions. He posted him, I think, hanging off the side of a building like this, and I just thought it was such a cool pose, man, that I had to do something similar. And I guess I want to kind of use that as a segue to finish this video, just to say that, you know, big reason why I collect and I love this hobby so much is, you know, is you guys and the community aspect of this whole thing. Whether it's like the quote-unquote influencers or YouTubers like Century Productions, or Shartimus Prime, two Marvel Legends, Bay Area legends in my opinion. Those guys I look up to or have inspired me to like make this video, to be honest. But obviously not just them. You know, whether it's Robo, MCU Collector, Boog Nice, you know, growing up from a teenager to now being a fully fledged adult, like those guys have really, like, I can see their passion, and it's inspired me to kind of fully dive into this hobby myself. So yeah, with that being said, man, I really appreciate all you guys for watching. Hopefully you've seen all the videos at this point. If not, you know, just reiterating, this is a part 3. Check the description for parts 1 and 2, where I went through the rest of his collection. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a bit rough at times because it is my first video. Maybe at some points I didn't sound the most articulate, or I went on tangents, or you heard me breathing heavily, or you saw my bummy looking fit in the mirror just now. But I hope you guys see I put effort into this display and making this video, and I'm really excited to share this with you guys. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll hopefully be posting more videos in the future, but you know, until then, I hope everyone stays safe, stays healthy, and hope to see you soon. All right, bye.